Hi AMFishers, I'm Bill Georgopoulos, the host of the AMFisH fishing vlog. Early fall here, second week of September, and came out to do a little muskie hunting earlier this morning. Couldn't find many fish, so I started doing a little bit of pike and bass hunting. So I thought I'd take an opportunity to do some videos as I like to shoot them when I'm out here and enjoying a beautiful day like this. This one's strictly pertaining to actually hooking up a swim bait. I've done videos on swim baits. This here is an actual swim bait, just a soft plastic minnow style bait. They're fantastic. They are unbelievable when it comes to producing fish. I'll show you a couple from the same package here. All chewed up, completely chewed up. This one here is split here, chewed up as well, and the tail's gone on that. So it's the exact same one, just beat up. I'm going to use a new one here. There's a lot of different style hooks on the market. Some have a sinker that's stationary and other ones have a sinker that you can turn. What that allows you to do is, the further up on this part of the hook that you have your sinker, it'll allow your bait to actually sink nose first. This is the standard way to fish swim baits. It's usually at the back, and it just lets it have a normal swimming action side to side as you're bringing it back. But just hooking these up, relatively easy. Most of these hooks will come with a screw. Other ones just have it's a little spear with some little rough edges on it that can catch the bait as well. I'm going to see if I can get this somewhat well on camera. So that little screw just goes right into the nose, and you just corkscrew it in. Turn it right down till you get to the edge, and I'll see if I can zoom in on that and get that on camera as well. That's it. So that screw part has gone straight in. Now the problem that I know a lot of people get and they run into, and I've been asked it as well, is how to rig this. So what they'll do is they'll try and put the hook really close to here, and then it ends up pulling this part out. So what you want to do is, I usually reference it as just backing up your hook. There's lots of different terminology. Pushing up the bait. So most of these baits, swim baits, are split open here in the bottom. Simple thing to do is just push the bait up, nose the hook straight out the top of the bait. Once you turn it, that hook will come right out. What I do to make it 100% weedless, because you can fish these anywhere I've been fishing, I'm just casting them right into weeds today, to be honest with you, and it's been producing some good fish. There you go, it's fully rigged up. Doesn't take much pressure. The second the fish hits, that hook is exposed. Again, easy, just practice when it comes to actually rigging these up. Make sure your hook is completely straight, and your bait should be completely straight on the hook. You want your bait to look like that. You don't want it to look like this or like this. So again, there's the exposed hook part. Back up the bait. You're probably going to go about halfway down, maybe slightly more than halfway down, and it's a simple straight up. So your bait will look a little crooked when you're putting it on. Push that needle nose right through, and then bury that hook right back into the bait. This will stay completely straight. This tail here is going to seal a lot of fish and a lot of bites. But again, it doesn't take much, because the second I push that down, that is completely exposed. It's a very sharp hook. And I've landed pretty much all my fish on this bait, this white bait today. I've tried some spinners and other baits, but I just wanted to do a video on how to rig these up, because like I said, I can do the wrong way. Let's see if I can do the wrong way. Hopefully this works. So what people will end up doing is they'll bury it too far up. And if I can demonstrate what actually happens, you start stretching out that bait, and if you can see, it actually looks too stretched out. And I'm actually got a lot of tension on the front of the nose, so it's not supposed to be that thin and that squashed. The bait's actually supposed to be thicker here. This is why you back up, put the hook through here, and then your bait should actually just sit perfectly straight like that. So practice hooking up your baits, guys. You don't want to be out there using a bait that's very versatile to catching fish, and it's not sitting right on your hook. Not going to work. I adjust this in my bait and my hook pretty much after every fish, mandatory. But as I'm fishing it, I'll observe if it's running properly. If it's not running right and there's something that looks off, I'll back it off the hook, maybe even take the screw part out and reapply everything just to make sure that it is running correctly. Again, the last thing you want to do is use a bait that works. You know it works, you see footage that it does work, you hear about it working, and you go out and you try it and you say, oh, these baits suck, they don't work. Well, it's how it's rigged and how it's presented to the fish. So take that extra few minutes and put that detail into it, and you'll see that you'll start to land a lot more fish. So thank you for tuning in. See you next time.